Hello, everyone. So we're back doing some writing. And yesterday we talked about using our storyteller voice to tell our story. Today, what we're going to focus on, so many papers to share with you. But today, what we're going to focus on is making our story easier to read. What writers can do to make our story easier for the readers to read. So here's my story. I got a couple pages done. Well, probably not done, but let's see. I got some words and I got a little bit of the drawings done. I'm noticing in the screen, this picture looks kind of silly just because the way it's tilted, and this is our couch, and that's Dylan opening her stocking. I'm sure you can see because I tried to make her hair like curly with a D on her stocking, even though Donovan is a D too. And there's our Christmas tree, that's upstairs. So, but I didn't want to forget what I wanted to write. So I have my words here and I have some words here. And then I was going to continue after we get off here with my next couple pages. And remember, yesterday I was thinking that I'm not going to have enough pages. So I just kind of made my own page for the end. So that's not a problem, but I want to make sure that my readers are going to be able to read my story, right? And especially because I'm not there with you and I'm going to be one of your readers, right? And so you're not there with me and I'm not there with you. And so you can't just tell me everything that it says. I'm going to be reading it on my own. So I am going to go over with you guys a few of the things that we have talked about that makes our writing easier to read. This is called He Needs a Desk that is like 3 times the size of the desk that I have. So I wondered about sharing the screen a different way. I'm not sure if you see two of me. I really wanted something different, but I don't know that it's going to work. So here we go. Here are some things. We've talked about these before. Some things that you can do. I wish you could just wave a wand and make my desk bigger, because there's just not any room, you guys. Let's see. Writers, make sure their writing is easy to read. I'm going to get rid of me. There. Readers, make sure the writing is easy to read. Let's see. What do they do? So here are some things. They use finger spaces. And you know that I like you to use 2 fingers. In the picture, I know there's only one. I'm gonna have to fix that picture and add another finger in there. I like you because your fingers are kind of little, right? So use finger spaces, because if we don't, it looks like this. And this says the same thing, but it's all jumbled together. We only do that if we're writing hashtags. And in your writing, we are actually not writing hashtags, so we do not have to worry about it. So we can see that a little better, right? But then it does that weird thing right there. Okay. Write and draw neatly. So this is a scribbly mess. We cannot read those words or things at all that are on the line. And who even knows? Like, is that a sun or a chandelier in a living room? I have no idea. And is this a person in a wheelchair maybe? Or I am not even sure, somebody running away from somebody else being chased. I have no idea, right? But in this picture, I can clearly read the words. I started to go up the slide, and the words match the picture. Not only is there a little person, they have the arrow pointing so that we know they're headed up that slide, right? Something else to help us help the reader make our writing easier to read. We have to draw pictures that help tell the story. Does this picture help tell the story? No, it does not. Let's look at this picture. Look at what they did. They put a label, sun, a label, me, a slide with a label. This jibber jabber, I have no idea. It does not help us. Something else that helps the reader, helps your writing to be easier for the reader. Listen for the sounds and the words, and then we write them. Listen, then write. We're done picking letters off the chart. We did that at the beginning of the year. Now you need to find a sound that matches. Find a sound that matches, okay? Use capitals to start the sentence. So this sentence says, my mom loves flowers. This is how we should write the sentence. The sentence says the same thing, my mom loves flowers, but can you see, do you remember what's wrong with that sentence? They used all capitals in the whole sentence. What's wrong with this sentence? My mom loves flowers. I can still read it, but this is not actually making us a good writer because we did not put a capital at the beginning, like this one. This one's a little hard to see. Let me see if you can see it in the screen. Oh, you can see it better than I can even. We use punctuation at the end. Punctuation. Often we use a period. We use that one the most. But if we're super excited, we might use an exclamation point. And if we're asking something, we might put a question mark. It says, I went to the movies, period. It was fun, period. I went to the movies, it was fun. See, there's no punctuation. I'm not sure when to take a pause or to be excited or to just take a breath. We have to take a breath when we're reading. These are all things that's going to help you. So, I know, you want me to come back? I'm coming. Ooh, it's like a spotlight on me, isn't it? Let me turn that off. Okay, so those are all things that are, I did it. Did you catch it? I did it. I will have to go wash my hands as soon as we're done off of this. And you know what else I'm gonna have to do? Get my glasses. Writers, which are you, are going to, this is what I need you guys to remember. We're going to write our sentences and use capital letters and spaces and punctuation, right? To help make our writing easier to read. That's what I want you guys to work on today as you're writing. Hopefully you guys got a little bit done yesterday. I hope that you're using writing your words that you used in your storyteller voice. So even if the word is a little harder, I still want you using it. And I also had these couple papers close to me today. This paper, because this is a paper that's going to help you when you're sounding out your words, right? Every word should have a vowel. A, E, I, O, U. You have to have a vowel in every word. And your word wall, your personal word wall, you should have some words on here that are also helping you in your story. The other thing that's going to help you when you're writing your words is your chart. Because remember, I told you we're not just picking letters anymore. If you're trying to write the word tree and you're not sure how to spell tree, you're making that sound, you're finding something that starts like t, t, t. Tiger and tree start the same. That's the letter you're going to pick for the beginning of tree. Use this, and on the back, you also have all of your sight words that you're getting to know and read in a snap. We made it all the way to there. These are all words that you could be using in your writing. Isn't that great how I can just come back? So Mrs. Pauline will show you hers. Do you guys want to hear my story today so far? If you don't, you can be done. If you want to stay and hear it, and I haven't lost it in this pile of my desk that has no room, then I will try to find it for you. Oh yeah, I put it behind me. Next to my new llama. So I thought maybe he could sit and listen. I'll put him over here. It's a little bit on the side. Okay, so this is how far I got. I said, first, the kids came and woke me up. I'll grab my Licky Sticky. Look at my fingers once, and I'm going to go wash my hands. First, the kids came and woke me up. And do you see in the picture, here are the kids coming, and I even drew an arrow like they did in that poster that we were just looking at, that chart, so that you could see they're on their way. Because I don't know how to really draw people moving. I feel like that's kind of hard. So a different way, instead of trying to draw people moving, is we can make an arrow. And if you can't tell, that's me. I sleep with my hair up in a bun, kind of like this, but up a little bit different. So that's me. I'm sleeping. And I have 2 pillows on my bed. So my picture started. Here we go on the next page. Then they went to the basement to see what Santa brought them. So I was telling you yesterday, Santa usually leaves their presents in the basement. Next, they came upstairs and opened their stockings. See, that's Dylan opening our stocking. On this page, remember, I'm just going to go over it again before I get writing today. On this page, this is where Grandma and Grandpa came over and we ate breakfast together. And breakfast is a hard word, but I don't want to just say Grandma and Grandpa came and we ate, because that doesn't make my story sound that great, does it? We ate breakfast. So I am going to try and stretch that word out. Oh, good news, I have a rubber band. Stretch it out. Breakfast. And write every sound I hear. And then the kids and I, on this page, look at this page, the kids and I opened presents. And on this page, this is what I was thinking about. So the kids got me Llama Llama, and I was super excited, so I feel like I should write about that. And mostly because I didn't ask for it, but I was mentioning that they heard me reading to you guys. And I think I said something in one of the Zoom meetings, how I thought it would be fun. Because you know how at school we have some of the stuffed animals that match some of the books, and how I don't have a llama llama to match any of our books. So I was excited about that. I'm going to write that on that page. And I can't wait to draw that picture because I can draw an excited face on myself. I'm sure you guys are getting excited to do your drawings today, because there has to be something that you are excited about on Christmas Day. And on this page, the last page for my ending, the kids went to their dad's house. So that's how I'm going to end my story, because every story has to have an ending. It can't just be hanging out in limbo. So that is it for today. Llama Llama and I say goodbye. See you all later.